David Menzies for Rebel News here in Aurora, Ontario, the headquarters for the York Region District School Board. Well, folks, with the coronavirus spreading like proverbial wildfire, a petition went out recently in York Region, signed by more than 10,000 parents of children going to York Region school boards. It notes that with the incubation period being 14 days for the coronavirus, it might be prudent to have a quarantine period of 17 days for people returning from China to Canada. Well, naturally, the York Region District School Board responded with implications that this was a racist petition. A school board trustee and the director of education, Louise Sarisco, wrote what has to be a very condescending letter to parents. It states partly the following: while the virus can be traced to a province in China, we have to be cautious that this is not to be seen as a Chinese virus. Those who are afflicted or are potential transmitters are not just people of Chinese origin, end quote. But that's the thing, folks. The petition is very carefully worded. It doesn't say to quarantine Chinese people or Asian people. It just says people returning from China. But of course, the way the school board has interpreted this, it is, I suppose, white on Asian racism by those parents who are concerned about the safety of their children. And haven't we always been told that public safety trumps all? Well, I'm here at the York Region District School Board. I was told that Ms. Sarisco is not available, and I would have to go through the communications person, Luciano Miguelo, for comment. So I called Mr. Miguelo, and first of all, he said that no one was available, and then eventually he said that nobody will ever be available. They've said what they had to say online. Don't take my word for it. I recorded the call, folks. Here, you check it out.
It seems like such a condescending letter to parents. They're painting them as racist when they don't single out in the petition those of Chinese or Asian descent. It's just any people returning from China. I'm just wondering why your school board would send out something so condescending when you think of it.
I'm sorry that you interpret it that way. The letter is not a response to a petition. It's a response to some of the misinformation that's out there, not any one particular thing. And our intent is to make sure that all of our students are feeling welcome and safe. And
what is the misinformation that they're... Sorry, what is the misinformation?
A misinformation that is painting the virus around one specific group of people. But you can feel free to use all of the messaging that's on the website, both from us and from public health, because that's the intent of this. I really do have to pop back into
no, I have looked at it, but okay. I'm just wondering if political correctness eclipses public safety in the opinion of the York Region District School Board.
Absolutely does not, and we continue to follow all of the advice from the medical professionals.
So there you go, folks. Just another public institution with a communications staff that refuses to communicate. They're always in meetings. What are they meeting about? But at the end of the day, I think this school board has done a tremendous disservice to those parents who are just concerned about the livelihood and the well-being and the health of their children. Nowhere in the petition is there any hint of racism. It just talks about people returning from the infected zone. Race, nationality, religion, creed has nothing to do with it. But the York Region District School Board, as you can clearly see, they seem to believe that political correctness and not hurting anyone's feelings is paramount to public safety. What a disgrace. For Rebel News, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Hey folks, have you heard? Rebel News is going on a cruise. Please visit rebelnewscruise.com and get all the details about our fabulous Alaskan cruise taking place in July.